Hi everyone, Kelly here from The Shrinking Teacher, and I'm excited to come to you this week. And I just want to start off by saying how incredibly grateful and humble I am for the experience of being able to put my story out there and to, inspire just one person or, let somebody know that they are not alone in this weight loss surgery journey. And I have just been overwhelmed in the past couple of weeks, and I have just forgotten to mention it in my other videos, but I have had quite a few new subscribers, and it just warms my heart that one, people care enough to watch, but two, people care enough to subscribe and continue to watch, and to also do, put their comments and so forth. And I just want to put a really big shout out to all of my new subscribers and welcome to my channel. Hopefully you'll gain some knowledge, but also just have someone that maybe is just a step ahead of you in your journey. That can just be there to ask questions to or whatever along the way. So one, if you have any questions for me, most of the comments I get is just awesome encouragement and that kind of stuff. But if you do have any questions, feel free to comment below in the comment section. I also, in the box below, I'm going to put my MyFitnessPal account, I guess. I'm going to put my Fitbit account. I'm also going to put my Gmail address. So if you do want to reach out, please talk to me. I am not a perfect WLS patient, but maybe you see something that we have in common that you have a question about. So I just want to start off this week saying that, and it's been a really good week. I've been back to work, and it's been exam week at school, so that's always exciting with state testing and so forth. So I come to you this week with really awesome news. I did not have a stall this week, and y'all know that I lost a big whopping half a pound last week. I did not let it get me down. I just, continued to press in, eat what I'm supposed to, try to get my steps in, and so forth, and was spot on with my water and my protein and stuff this week. So I guess I'll jump into my stats. So my high weight was 286. That was recorded back in August. And my surgery date, I had the vertical sleeve gastrectomy on December 10th, which makes me 5 weeks out from surgery today. My surgery weight is 266. And this morning I got up and weighed like I usually do, and I was 245 point something, I think 245.7, which puts me at 20 pounds down since surgery, 20 pounds down before surgery. That puts me at 40 pounds down. So I am like, what? That is so exciting. Really, the last time I did any type of weight loss, it was about 2 years ago. I was on Herbalife, and the most I lost while I was on Herbalife was about 37 pounds. So my body is less than 250. It is not stalled, and I'm just ready to rock and roll this week and keep it up. Um, that's just awesome news. So hard work, and y'all, it's really all about nutrition. It's really all about getting that protein and getting that water in, tracking your food so that you know what's going into your body, and eating every 3 to 4 hours so that you're not letting yourself become too incredibly hungry, as well as movement and getting your body moving. So I wanted to talk this week kind of about specifics of what I've been putting into my body to kind of help out with my weight loss. So I just pulled up some stats from MyFitnessPal before I did my video, and you can look at your past week and see what your average of calories and protein and so forth was. So I thought I would share that with you if that's interesting. So I'm 5 weeks out, I am on the soft still, so anything that I can, shred, chop, mush, pull apart with a fork is what I can eat. Most of my food is coming from meat and dairy. And just a little bit of a TMI note on the dairy part. Yeah, constipation is real, and it is not fun. So I'm trying to figure that out. I was really desperate today. I tried to have some milk of magnesia last night. It did not give me any relief. I ate a sweet potato today. Well, a part of a sweet potato to get some fiber in. I mixed some Gene Pro in with it to give it some protein. And finally I went, but it was not fun. But that's totally too much information for YouTube to know about me. But anyway, if you're constipated, you are not alone. So anyway, according to MyFitnessPal, I am taking in an average of about 700 calories a day. Some days I'm doing 600 calories. Some days I'm doing 900 calories. I'm not doing 900 calories very often, but pretty much about 700 calories a day is where I'm at. My surgeon did say when he was talking to me about post-op diet that calories are kind of bogus, which really surprised me because you would think calories in equals, calories out, you're going to maintain your weight. Calories in versus your exercise and what you're burning is going to help you lose weight. But with the portions that we're eating, really calories are not the key thing that we're counting. So anyway, protein. My protein goal from my surgeon is to get between 60 and 80 grams of protein. When I went to my 2-week post-op visit, and I was getting my 60 grams, and I was like, woohoo, I'm getting my 60 grams. He said, okay, but I want you towards the 80 grams. And I was like, okay, I guess more is better. So, according to MyFitnessPal, I've been getting about 78, 79 grams of protein a day, which is awesome. That's in track with my 60 to 80 grams per day. Carbs, I am not avoiding them like the plague, but there's just not any room for carbs. I'm not hungry for them. I think, why am I going to put them in my body if they're going to make me more hungry? Why am I going to put them in my body if it's going to cause me to, my hunger to increase or, to be too many calories? So, according to MyFitnessPal, I'm getting 39 grams of carbs a day, which for me is super, super, super low. I remember tracking on MyFitnessPal before weight loss surgery, and I was getting 100, 150 grams of carbs, no problem. But so I'm really low at 39 grams. Fat, I'm getting about 25 grams. Usually my fat comes from whatever meat I'm eating. So if I'm not eating a super lean protein like ground beef or I did have a couple of pepperonis the other day, that's going to be a higher fat food. So, but it's working because I'm losing weight. So, I also wanted to show you just what my supplements are because I was really confused about supplements prior to surgery. I'm not a supplement expert, but I just wanted to show you what my surgeon had for me to do. So I bought me a handy dandy little days of the week, and this will probably be backwards from where you are. And I don't have the same thing in here every day. My doctor has me on, there were 3 or 4 different regiments that we could choose from. I chose the regiment that was 2 a day. This is my tablet, 2 a day. It's called Life Extension 2 per day tablet, high potency multivitamin. Y'all, if you are in weight loss surgery mode, Flintstones and gummy vitamins are not going to cut it. If you look at the percent daily value for most of the things, it has not 100%, not 200%, like thiamine, 5,000%. B12, 5,000%. It's got a ton of vitamins packed in here. I did make a mistake earlier this week because I only started this plan a week ago at my 4-week mark. The direction says take 2 in divided doses with meals. I had been popping both of them, and this is not a chewable. This is, you swallow this with water. I had been popping both of them in my mouth at the same time and swallowing them. You're really supposed to divide them up. You're also not supposed to take them at the same time that you take the calcium because it can mess with the absorption. So speaking of calcium, I didn't bring the bag, but these little guys, they're the Bariatric Advantage. 500, I don't know if it's milligrams or micrograms, but 500, whatever it is, of calcium. These things are not bad, y'all. I'm doing 2 of these a day. I usually have been in the habit of, when I take my vitamins in the morning, popping these in my pocket and then eating them just whenever I think about it at work, like 2 or 3 hours later. The other thing that I'm doing is a B12 sublingual. My surgeon told me to do this in the regiment, said to do it every other day. So, that way, I mean, you can't really get too many B vitamins or C because they're water-soluble vitamins. But I guess they still don't want you to get too many. So I'm doing one of these every other day. These just dissolve on your tongue. Now that was a B12, but it also has folic acid in it. The one thing that my surgeon did not give me any information about, but I'm continuing to do it, is my B complex, because this has biotin and my multivitamin has biotin, and Lord knows this thin hair needs all the help that it can get. Y'all just get me at the end of the night when it's looking rough. I promise it's cuter in the morning. But so on the days that I'm not doing the B12, I'm toggling it with the B complex so that I can get the biotin from it. I could just take biotin, but I had that and I wanted to finish it up. So that's kind of where I am and what's going in my body every day. So couple of things that I wanted to share before I'm all cozied up in my blanket. It's cold in my house. Is I had a really kind of a different NSV this week. Like I said, it's been exam week. It's been crazy. And earlier this week, I was in the teacher workroom punching holes in some papers or stapling or something like that. But I had my back to the majority of the room. And a teacher walks in, a teacher that I, talked to in passing, a male teacher. And he comes up behind me and says, "Miss Mills." And I kind of turned. And he was like, "Oh, I thought you were Miss Mills." Well, that's fine and good, but I need to tell you about Miss Mills. Miss Mills is probably a size 8 or a 10. She's gorgeous. She's got long, beautiful hair. I did have a scarf around my neck, so he probably couldn't tell if I had long or short hair. But in that moment, I felt like, oh my goodness, I am beginning to look a little bit more normal to the rest of the world. I just got mistaken for a skinny person. I'm not a skinny person yet, but I'm on my way. I'm still really overweight, but that was just a cool NSV. I know that it, is pretty, mild compared to some other things, but that was one thing that was cool this week that happened to me that I wanted to share. Alright, I think that's it. The only other thing I wanted to say is I do want to give a shout out to Rockreate, or Rachel. She had her R&Y. I have not watched your update video yet, but I plan on it. I just know that you had a great time. You had so many things that you were nervous about or fearful about or questions about, which is all so valid in this crazy time.